Smoky. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing, crackers? Are you good? Are you as well? I hope you're well. It's late in here. It's one of those late evenings, I'm afraid. Been busy. Back in my groove. Didn't take long after all. Second week. Early part of the second week. We're rocking it at the job. So happy days. Bit of energy. But anyway, I said I'd come in here and say hello to my crackers. Are y'all good? Been all watching those rocket launches? Elon Musk's? I saw actually a funny thing. Bear with me. But if you watch some of those, if you're into that kind of thing, I don't know why I'd be watching these things, to be honest. My brain is just fucking still on holiday. But there's this guy, I think what he was trying to say was that, that it was all kind of CGI. Okay? He had these clips where I don't go looking for this, by the way. This just popped up, just in case you think this guy's a fucking screwball. But fuck it. Sometimes they're funny, okay? But he pointed out that when the rocket's launching, we have the rocket. It's a big, massive fucking thing. The biggest rocket ever, apparently. But it's like it's in this triangle of these tall fucking towers. Towers, that's the wrong word. More like, it looks like rods that will have like electrical bits on them. And he was trying to say that these guys are like projectors and they're projecting this fucking image. Basically, it's a fake image. It's all kind of special effects. And the folks then that are watching, I don't know, the actors or some shit. But that's what he was saying. And I was thinking, no way. Right? But yeah, so that rocket launched and everything was great. Everyone was happy. Excuse me, I just had dumplings. I'm wearing one of my weekend shirts. Off, on. So I had some dumplings to go with the Czech lingo on the shirt. Dumplings are very filling. They're very delish. I like them, along with some sweet cabbage. Fucking delicious, people. But yeah, so that was that. So this guy maintains, it's like when they say he launched the car into space, that Elon Musk again. I don't believe that for a second. I think that's just publicity. They're mad for their publicity stunts. Oh, end of the day coffee. End of the day. It's now fucking 20 to 10. And I'll sleep like a baby after this. Yeah, screaming. So I got some arrows, as you may remember, when the Munster 100 Day 2 in Limerick, I smashed. And I mean, I fucking smashed 7 of my arrows. Now, a lot of people get worried about their arrows, and rightly so. The arrow I use is my good old reliable, what are they? Fuck, I set myself up there for that. Some classic. But they're good arrows, you know. But when I got the bow tuned up and all super, and I was shooting it, it was suggested that perhaps I should go from a 700 spine to a 600 because of the bow being all tuned up and it was tightened up on the tiller, top and bottom, maxed out, which increased the poundage maybe 1 or 2. So when I was shooting the 700s, my form was correct, everything was grand, and they said, could be the arrow needs to be 600, because it was there on the charts anyway. When I was getting the 7, it was like 7, 6, 7, that kind of way. So I went with 7 at the time. So I smashed 7 of them. I mean, they're fucked up. Like, there's no... Sometimes you might get a little nick. You might get away with cutting them and repointing them, but you'll have to cut them all. What you fucking do? I mean, I'm not... Even for this guy here, I'm looking to see if I can just buy ready-made arrows for it to my my measurements or whatever. Because I was going to tune this guy up, bring him back out of retirement. But then I was thinking, 2 bows, one for indoor, one for outdoor, is a bit fucking stupid. When all I have to do, or what would be more convenient, would be to get 2 different strings. The heavier one for the indoors. I have my reasons, people. I have my reasons. Experience. Something I just figured, that's interesting. So I do half a practice with the heavy string for the indoor, when I'm indoor. And then put the lighter string on, like a 16 strand string, I think is what I like, on the outside for the 3D. So I'm going to go with this option. It's just easier all around, I think. Maybe later on I might fuck around with the blue bow, but this bow is a fun bow. The long bow, I'm not. That's just for the pure joy of it, and not that the other one, the recurve that I have, the Batman bow, not that that's not fun. It is when you fucking do it right. But I seem to be. I'm shitting the bed all over the shop this year. It's just, I don't know what the fuck. But I am driving the bus, so I am at fault. So I am working on it, and I have been incrementally better in the last 3 shoots, perhaps, except for the fucking Limerick one. Son of a bitch. Limerick fucked me up, man. So I got my new arrows on their way. They're winging their way to me now. And from Burn Archery, which is awesome. But then after ordering them, and I was like happy out with myself, great, 600s, can't wait to see if there's any difference. Gonna have to give them a few shots through the bow before I go shoot a 3D with them, because there might be differences, but you like to kind of tune it up in your head before I shoot. And there's a shooting Sunday, what is it called? Ennis. Fuck, I never get this right. I'm so fucking bad with names. You'd think I'd be more prepared. Write it down, perhaps. I didn't think I had to write it down. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to so-and-so on Sunday. Great. Can't wait. Definitely going. Unlike last Sunday, I was meant to go to Galway. And for whatever reason, between the jigs and the reels, it was like a funky weekend, you know? You kind of zombied. I think it's the first full weekend after a first full week after the holiday. So there was a lot of and then I forgot to fucking sign up on the online thing. It happens. That's why I'm so used to just showing up, registering, paying on the day. I like it that way. It's fucking easy. This fucking online only bullshit. Fuck off with your online only. Bollocks. I'm sure if I showed up, they wouldn't have turned me away. I would hope that is the case. But alas, everyone else had the same time to book their thing, and they did. I just didn't. I forgot. I was trying to keep my shit together and just get through the fucking week, you know. But I did, and we did, but I didn't. So there you go. So I nearly had the name. It flashed in front of my eyes. Behind my eyes. You know what I mean. It's a fucker. Anyway, so that's cool. I wrote down my little notes. Because those, because some guys I meet, they love to fuck around with the arrows. You know what I mean? They love to make the arrows. I'm not that invested in I'm not about the machinery. I just give me a fucking machine that works and let me fucking do the rest. That's kind of where I am. That's why I'd never do it with a compound. Fuck no. It's just no way. And I also have my ticket booked for the Flint round Saturday the 15th of November at the Set2 Arena. You kind of need to have one of these under your belt. I think it's 12 months before you do like the European Championships, which is going to be on in March. I've never done a Flint round. They sound like fun. but I've never done them, so I'm going to have to get a few of them under my belt as well before March. The key wording of this time of the year is don't panic. We're on course, we're on target, so to speak. Kind of get the mind in gear now for the run up to the competition and arrive at the competition in good form. And then you don't have to worry about a thing on the day or the week. I think it's a week-long thing. It's going on for a week. So you either shoot in the morning or in the evening. So it's more relaxed than, we'll say, the national indoors. You're like, the minute you arrive, boom, you're off. So it's kind of good. You get a bit of breathing space. You can get a bit relaxed. Excuse me. Christ, dumplings. I had dumplings, I tell you, and they're just delicious, but so yeah, the fucking Flint round, whereas we'd say you have in the champs, you'll have like let's say it's a normal one where you'd have a day of shooting 20 yards. You do so many blocks of so many arrows, and you're at 20 yards, and that's it. The only thing that change you'll have on that is you might start with the top target, and then you might end up swapping top and bottom, or is it top here and then bottom over here? Something like this. That's the only thing. But in the Flint round, it's like you've different distances. So I'm looking forward to this. Should be fun. Should be interesting. So next thing is to line up a fucking indoor venue for training, because that's not easy. Things are too. You can't be traveling for an hour and then set your shit up. That's an hour and 10-20 minutes, and then you might get an hour, and then you're fucking tidying up and putting shit away, and then an hour home. That's not happening. Fuck that. Tried it, didn't like it. Nothing good about it. So I'm looking something a bit closer. Speaking of which, indoor practice shoots, that's what it is. It's starting tomorrow for Red Fox Archers. Yes, tomorrow at 7 to 9 at the Cloister Dun something school in Cashel, or in Cashel Road in Cahir. Lads, I'm pure retarded. I'm not gonna my fucking God. But it's in the school. You probably know it. You're probably there. And if you don't know it, but if you're on care, go on Facebook. Check out the Facebook page, okay? Keys and Phelim. And you know I'm not going to edit this because I'm on the clock, people. I'm on the fucking clock. But so the boys are on there with their contact information, and they'll be delighted to hear from you, and they'll answer any questions you might have. But it's starting tomorrow, 7 till 9. It's €8 a pop, and there'll be coaches there. If you need coaching, if this is the first time thing for you, give it a go. You never know. If you were there previously and you're going back, if you're returning, great. They'll be delighted to see us. The more the merrier. And coaching will be available. There'll be a CPO present, and all the equipment will be supplied. So it sounds like a good way to spend your 2 hours of a Wednesday evening. So now you know. I told you. I fucking told you. I shouldn't be swearing when I'm mentioning the Red Fox Archers club activities, but fuck it. Here we are. Okay, so there you go. Get yourselves along to the school in Care and shoot some arrows with the Red Fox Archers and enjoy it. And that's all I got for you folks on the Red Fox. That's what they're at. That's where they are, and that's when they are. So be after it, be having it, be doing it, be happy. What else do I have going on? Motoring through the fucking information. Oh. fuck, I was so late doing the TFAM. It's to be expected. But lucky enough, everyone else was kind of late. I think they're... oh, Jesus Christ. So you get a template, okay? And for your page, your column. And Marson put this cool logo for Blackbird as the header, we'll say, for my column. But something happened this week, and I tried to get it done for Sunday. I got like a paragraph or two done, and then I ran into trouble because I couldn't clear the way for the new stuff, let's say. So I was on to Andrew. How's it going, Andrew, buddy? Andrew knows his shit. Andrew knows what's what. And Andrew was talking me through it. And then I got back on it today, and I was able to delete stuff I needed to delete. Problem is, I deleted too much, if you know what I mean. There was a photo I deleted, and then there was a column I deleted, and then whatever. I tried to get rid of this dot thing that I put there on Sunday by accident. And then deleting that, I deleted the logo of the page. I was like, shit. And I couldn't get it back. I don't know what the fuck. So I'm hoping now to the TFAM gods that they can do something about it. I've Andrew Whalen's fucking head wrecked. So I was fucking annoying him every 2 minutes. Andrew, I deleted the thingy. Can you fix the thingy? I totally apologise. And he said, yeah, they'll be able to sort it out. But what a fuck up. It's that kind of week, you know what I mean? No matter what you do, thankfully the day job is going from strength to strength. The holiday hangover is truly gone. So I'm happy with that, progressing along nicely. Do some lovely limestone work today. But she's that column. And I feel like a proper cunt then because the lads put in so much time and research, especially Marson. Marson's a fucking... I think his eyes are just like that all the time because he's just seeing so much information, and he's like the Matrix. And he's got to put it all down, and then he's editing, and then he's having a glance over everyone else's stuff, kind of make sure everyone is on point. I'm probably the only klutz that's there. He's probably doing more on mine than anyone else's, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? You can do better, James. That's what you can fucking do. But I thought I was doing so well. I had the first, because it was like 2 long columns, okay? We'll say text boxes. I don't even know how to fucking use this thing they gave me. I try my best, but my brain is just fairly limited, okay? I'm not one of these fucking computer guys. Even typing is a fucking trip for me. I kind of get into this. I found out when I get the typing going, I'm not using all the fingers, you know what I mean? I'm like, I use 2 primarily, and then I get into this flow, and it's flying out of me. And next thing, a few other fingers will chime in with an effort. And before you know it, you're flying, and you're like, fuck, I'm going way too fast. I know I'm going to fuck something up. And inevitably I do. But it's kind of like you're between, I don't know, it's like you're going to burst out laughing because it's so ridiculous that you're typing so fast. Number one, you didn't think you could go that fast. And you're making fuck all mistakes. Well, not that you're aware of, because when I'm writing, I'm not writing a novel. I don't need to know the fucking structure of language and shit. I pretty much write as I'm thinking it. Straight out onto the thingy. When I start typing, and it's like, you're getting into it, your coordination's getting better, you know, you have the big fucking screen, so there's not much head movement or anything. You're like, just the eyes moving, and you're flying along, and then there's smoke coming out of the keypad because you're going so fast. And you're just thinking, Jesus Christ, you're going too fast, slow down the fuck. But I do a stellar job in my head. And then Marson will do his editing, and then it's like what he's left you could put on the back of a fucking stamp. And I'm like, damn it, I was full sure I wrote more than that. And it's funny when you start, because when I started writing, I don't know if you're into, because Tifam is great that way. It's very encouraging. If you have any, if you write like as a hobby, and you're involved in the archery community, I implore you, give Tifam a go. They're very, very cool. Okay, they're all fucking. It's like you're at detention with all the professors because you're the fucking, you're the Torag, and they're all there in their shh, and they're all fucking politically correct, and their writing is just top drawer. Their academia, it stinks of academia. Which, of course, is exactly what you wanted to stink of if it's a fucking magazine you're trying to write. And there I am doing X's and O's on the toilet door. But, so yeah, if it's something that you aspire to do, even if it's just a hobby or one of your kind of, what do they call them? What the fuck do they call these things? You do it in secret. Because you don't want anyone to see it and fear that they might judge you. That kind of thing. I forget what it's called. I wouldn't give a fuck if someone says, will you write this for us? Yeah, sure. Love to, buddy. How do you write that? I don't know. Figure it out as you go. That's what I was doing. Because when I'd write it into a book, I'd be thinking, okay, I need a beginning, I need a middle, and I need an end. And tie them all together. And we're off to races. And I tried that, and I wrote it, and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and it was shit. There'd be one or two sentences that you might think, oh, that's kind of, I don't know, I think that's kind of funny, or whatever, because I like it to be funny-ish, optimistic-ish. Like I said, the more you think about it, for me, personally, the more I think about it, the more I fuck it up. That's why I kind of get myself into this fizzy. I send in a message to the group, to fam group. And so when do we got to have it done? When do we need to have it ready? And they'll give you a day or a date. And okay. In a weird kind of way, that's the second I start getting ready for it. I don't write shit. No. I'll be like, what did I do in the latest podcast? What was I talking about? Was it talking to anybody? Did I go to anything? And then I'll do some kind of recap or description about that. But that comes much later. That comes the minute you put the laptop thingy in your lap and you're like, fuck. And then you start. And then it's like, okay, if I just have the hello part in and maybe some kind of a fucking weird sense of humor. No real effort on my part. It's just let it flow, And then, like I said to Marcin, dude, I don't mind what you take out of it or anything, as long as you leave. Not that I have to tell Marcin. Marcin knows this better than I do. It's just you be getting a bit precious about your shit, even if it's bad shit. It's your shit, okay? And you'll have your identity. There'll be your flavor or something there. In the way it's written. And for example, I believe that when people read it, they say, oh, that's the cracker. That's his shit. That's what he's writing. That's what he's like, And when I read Marcin's, if Marcin and Andrew had something in it, I'd know easily, straight away, who's who, by the way I read them. So that's kind of what you'd be hoping for, I suppose, that you have that identity in your writing. And again, I'm not really like, I said this a number of times, you can talk all day long, sure, but if you've to write it down with the rules and regulations of language and all of that jazz, forget about it. Because there's a few of the books there when I was learning or trying to learn Czech. Fuck. What a torture that was. I'm going to try again, because I'm stupid that way. But I just have it in my fucking head. Because the kids are fucking speaking it, you know what I mean? Those fuckers are going to be getting me into trouble. I got to know what they're saying. So So I will try that again. But when I was looking at, I have one or two books, I think, from way back when. And they had all this fucking structured information. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Lost. Whereas if you sat across from me and we had a chat, I'd be fucking good to go. It would stick better. But reading and all that jazz, reading like instruction, I'm not the guy. That's the first thing I fucking throw away is the instructions. Is there a picture? Ah, sure, yeah. We'll be good. And you figure it out. And then you're cursing and fucking kicking and screaming. 10 minutes in. But it's the way it is. So when it comes to the writing and they have a cool saying on the front of the book magazine. It's there always. It's like, Tiffan, we write for you so you may write for us. And it's true. It's like it's a good place to cut your teeth on writing, I think. And it's good fun. And if you're going to fuck up, do it in front of everybody, I think is a good thing. Because they can all, they'll tell you. They'll let you know. And it's a good thing. It's the way to let you know. It's like funny. So I suppose if it was a newspaper, I'd be like the bad comic section but in a written way, no pictures kind of thing. That would be my section, So yeah, I fucked up the whole template, and Andrew Whalen said he can fix it, and I believe him because he knows what he's at. He's been at this for a bit. So I'm looking forward now to see what they come, if they, he'd be kind of like, am I in trouble? But no, it's good. Because I was actually, before I ended up on Tifam, I did think maybe I could do like, what you call them? Invite subscribers to receive like a fucking, what is it called? Like a monthly email, but it'd be like a column. Do you know, that kind of thing? And I was thinking, how'll I do it? How'll I figure that out? So I was looking into that, and then Tefam asked me, so I said, sure, fuck it, that's perfect. That's what I'll do. So there we are. And I fucked up the whole template again. But alas. But the typing is funny, because if anyone asks you a question while you're fucking typing it, and it's like you're on the deadline day, which is that's kind of my signature approach, deadline day. I'm fucking typing like a demon. And the amount of times I have to delete, and then it's like, what was I saying? Then you have to reread it a bunch of times, trying to get into the curve of it, and then off into the next whatever. But I'll tell you this, it's fun, it's weird, it's good, and I hope to get good at it, and then I hope to get better at it, because I'm enjoying it, and I hope you who read it are enjoying it also. Because I'm not joking you, the guys at Tefam, I don't know, is it because it is what it is, grassroots kind of thing, and it's really grown quickly. 2 years I'm looking at them now, and it's like in that short time they've taken an awful lot on. Every edition now is going into a National Library thing on record, which is awesome. They do publishing. They're publishing books. So if you're into writing again, maybe you don't want to write for the magazine, but at the same time, if you write a little book, short stories maybe, they'll publish them for you. And then they'll publish them in the magazine, like story at a time, at an issue. It's awesome. So they're really spreading their scope. And it's diverse. And it's cool. And I like to see it grow. And it's good to be part of it. And I hope to see it go from strength to fucking strength. So if you're out there and you're writing, you're scribbling, and you're whatever the fuck, get into the boys. Say, hey, any chance you put this on your magazine? Mention a bow and an arrow here and there, and they'll be delighted with you. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's primarily archery. But you can get creative about it, Because I was easily fucking 10 lines into my one this week, and I was like, I haven't mentioned shit about archery yet. What am I talking about even? And then I had to try to make this into an analogy, and then it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy of a sort. An explanation would be more accurate, yeah. Actually, I'm going to have to read that again. I think it's good. I think it's fun. It's about smashing my arrows, you know, and that little mental breakdown you get inside your head when you're screaming. That silent scream. Fuck again. Damn. But no, alas, that's all I have about TFM, and it's good, and I'm happy to be part of the TFM. And you should get it, guys. Get the fucking physical copy, because, alright, look, I know everyone's for the convenience of shit, but fuck convenience, okay? Get the physical copy of it. It's always nice to have the physical copy. You can annoy people as you turn the pages. You ever do that? Lick your thumb and flick the page. When I see people doing that, it irks me, you know, and then you find yourself doing it, like, what the fuck? Am I mocking someone? Mocking is catching, James. You can't. But that's all. That's all we'll say. So if you're a writer, get on to TFM. They'll be delighted with you. And, hear that fucking dog. I gotta go. I'm totally gotta go. And we'll talk to you soon, crackers. Anyone going to Danos? Anna? Fuck. If you're going shooting Sunday, we'll see you there, folks. Have a good one. And hopefully I won't fucking lose any more hours. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Christ.